Hey there folks, day 67 of the camper pod build. It's like snowing out there today. Snow, rain, high winds, so can't do much outside as in cutting aluminum. That's where I was hoping on doing all the cutting, setting up outside, and there's a wind. I don't really want to be cutting and getting the aluminum wet, as I'm going to be putting that back in the camper. So I'm going to be doing a couple of other things today. Well, number one, I'm going to see if there's a way that I can set up some way inside the garage here to cut this aluminum, if I can make some room here somewhere. I'm going to figure that out. I'm also going to try to figure out how to cut that curve in there. Not quite sure how that's going to be done. And I've got to replace around the front hatch. I have tuck tape, so I'm just going to remove the tuck tape around that and go around with the aluminum tape like what I got there. So that's sort of like what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, so let's get working. Holy crow, that was stuck on and stuck into every single corner. Now I'm going to put some aluminum tape around it. Okay. I've got the aluminum sheeting put on here now. There you go. I'm just going to pop the door back in place just to hold it for the time being, and then head back inside to work on that curve. So for the curve, my wife put up some paper, packing paper that came with like packages that we've ordered for the camper build. Put the brown paper up there and got a rough curve drawn on the paper. I'll show you what the paper looks like now. That's it there. So we've transferred that line to this big piece of cardboard from another package that we've ordered. And then we're going to just cut out this line and see how it matches up with the curve. Might have to do a little bit of trimming, but that should give us the rough curve for cutting the aluminum. You may remember in the last video that I tried to use this here to get a nice curve for the returns, and it didn't work. I couldn't cut it on the bandsaw, and it's not working for me now on this here. So I had an idea. I made myself a little protractor. Got a little block of wood, put a point on it, did a rough measurement of how far away I need to take care of that little gap in the cardboard. So let's see how it works. Oops, drop it. So I'm going to put this point in. Okay, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be a little closer. Like, let's try starting up here. Well, actually, it's working quite good. In between the gaps, it's a little hitchy, but overall it's not too bad. It's coming out there now. This curve board's a little wobbly. I'll have to make that join right there. Let's go back to here. Oops. Off a little bit there. Okay. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna take the pin here and sort of connect that. And that's just gonna go straight down. Sort of fit in that corner right there. So I'm just gonna take this down now and cut that with scissors, and hopefully it'll slide right in there. Fingers crossed. I got the cardboard put in place. Let me know what you think. So there it is, just from like 30,000 feet. Got the curve. I don't think it's too bad. If you look up there, it looks pretty good, I think. Right here, for some reason I cut in, or could have been my marking, so I've got a little note here. I've got to cut it a little bit, or mark it a little bit that way, from here to here. And I've got it pretty good down in the corner. So what's going to happen is when I lay this on the aluminum, that corner down there is going to lay on an edge right here. And then I'm just going to trace it out and trim it. And it should work out quite well. That's it for day 67 of the camper pod build. Got what I needed done today, which is around the hatch with the aluminum, as well as the curve. That took a bit of time, a bit of figuring, and lots of marking. Arts and crafts, that's what I took. I'm not super fond of arts and crafts, but got it done. So next, we'll probably be looking at installing some aluminum, or finding some place out here where I can set that aluminum up to roll off. That'll be for next day. Anyway, thanks for watching day 67 of the camper pod build. See you in the next one.